first aspect of this is that we need to do a little bit of construction work over here for this small cylinder. So I'm just going to extend this centre line out a little, and I'm just going to draw a centre point here. Now, the diameter, or sorry, the radius of this small cylinder, I'm going to lift it from here, and I'm simply going to draw a circle here. This is merely for construction work. Okay, that circle I'm going to split into 30-60 segments, like so. And as I said before, this is just for construction work. It's just to get an idea where the lines cut through the circumference of the circle. Okay. The next thing that we want to do here is I'm going to draw, again, construction work here. I'm going to draw a semicircle just on this part of the pipe here, and I'm also going to divide that up into 30-degree segments with the 30-60 set square. Just so that I can get these points where it cuts through, the lines cut through the circumference of the circle once again. Okay, now what I want to do is I want to, in the direction that the pipe is flowing here, I want to take these points down. So in other words, at 30 degrees, I just want to bring these points, and we're just using construction lines here, not too heavy. And we'll just bring them all the way down to the centre line. They won't go as far as that in the end, but it's just for construction work. Likewise, we want to do the same here. So we're wanting to bring these points across. That line's already there. This point and this point. Okay. So we have a range of construction lines that we're wanting to work with. Now, firstly, this plan is incomplete because as we look down on top of it, in the direction of my pencil, you can see that this sloped surface here will result in the pipe starting here and finishing here. So, let's project up those points. And that point there will cut through and it will feature there. This point here will be here. Okay. And simply put, the rest of these points we need to project up and find the correct line that they're sat on. So, let's bring that up. So this point here will feature there and there. This point here will feature there and there. And you can see the curvature there. Here, it's a symmetric shape, so it's going to feature here and here. And this one here is going to feature there and there. Meaning that we have these 12 points here, and we can simply sketch these in freehand. And if you need to go over that again, feel free to do so. Darken that in. So that's the first part of our drawing and we've completed this part of the plan. Now at this point, you notice there that I used 12 segments. It's wise to use the numbering from a clock face at this point. Starting at 12 in the same position as the clock. And knowing that each of these points, therefore, refers to a point on this. Okay, so for example, that's 12 o'clock, that's 6 o'clock, that's 3 o'clock, and that's 9 o'clock, and so on and so forth. Okay, when we know that those numbers apply on the plan view, then we can transfer them to the elevation. So for example, this point here is going to be number 9. This point here is going to be number 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, and 3. Okay, and we will use these points now to construct the next part of this drawing. Okay, so 12, 6, 3, and 9. Okay, and the rest of the numbers will fall into line, as you would expect. Okay, so as they come across now, and where they cut through this larger cylinder, we're going to just make some reference points here. And we will then project these straight down. So in other words, you can see here that this is coming down. Number 6, which is here, is visible to us on this side. So there's number 6 on that line there. So we're going to make a mark there. If you like, number 12 here is over the other side, so we can't see it, but we can see number 6. So 6 features here. Number 7, this is number 7 here. And it also applies, that same point applies to number 5. Because there's 5 there, it comes across to the same point, so therefore we're going to apply that to number 5 too. This point here is number 8 and number 4, so we can bring that down to here and to here. So we have these points now on here, and again, simply if we freehand this in, we end up with a curve that looks like that. Okay, so that's that elevation now completed.